What's up, everyone? Today is game day. We have a good slate of games today. They're not the best ones, but we do probably have the game of the year in Tennessee and Georgia. But we're going to start down in the Big Ten. First up, we're going to have Ohio State at Northwestern. It's a 12 o'clock game. I don't see this game being really close. Ohio State's just going to dominate Northwestern. But Blake, who do you have?
Today, same here. I feel like Ohio State's going to dominate Northwestern from kickoff to finish. I don't see much chance here. I got Ohio State winning big on this one, Tate.
The other team in the Big Ten East in the playoff, we got Michigan at Rutgers. I don't see this game being that close either. Rutgers' QB situation is terrible. Michigan gets any pressure there, they're going to fold. So I'm going to go Michigan winning big. But Blake, who do you have?
Um, I feel like Michigan's going to have a big win against Rutgers, Tate. I don't think Rutgers is going to stop Michigan on offense, and I don't think they're going to be able to move the ball against that great defense they have. I got Michigan winning big here, Tate.
Next up, we have Maryland at Wisconsin. Wisconsin's defense could give Taulia's offense a scare, but overall, I think Maryland is a better team, and then they will finally get ranked in the rankings. So I'm gonna go with the Terrapins. Blake, who do you have?
Tate, I think this game's going to be close. It's at Wisconsin. I think it's slowly finding their feet, having some good close wins lately. But Maryland looks good. I still think Maryland's going to win this game. I have it being close, Tate, but Maryland with the dub.
Next up, we have Penn State at Indiana. Penn State's two losses are to Michigan and Ohio State. Indiana normally plays Penn State pretty tough, and it's at Indiana. But I think Penn State does get a bounce back win. Sean Clifford, I feel like he'll have a decent game, so I'm going to go with the Nittany Lions winning this one. Blake, who do you have?
Tate, I agree. I think Penn State is going to have a big bounce back win this week. They've had 2 tough weeks, but Penn State's going to get their offense back on track and get a big win at Indiana this weekend, Tate.
Starting for the ACC games, we have Syracuse at Pittsburgh. Now, this is going to be a tough game physically, I think. I'm going to go with an upset in this one. I'm going to take Pitt beating Syracuse. Syracuse is down bad right now, and I feel like Pitt's just going to take advantage of it. So I'm going to go with Pitt winning this one. Blake, who do you have?
Tate, Syracuse is on a 2-game losing streak right now. But they're traveling to Pitt, and Keaton Slovis is going to help this Pittsburgh team get their stuff together and have a close win this weekend against Syracuse.
Next up, we have North Carolina at Virginia. North Carolina is a very overrated team, in my opinion. Without Drake May, they are nothing. But Virginia is just not there. I mean, they have a pretty good quarterback, but North Carolina is just a better team overall. So I'm going to go with the Tar Heels. Blake, who do you have?
I have the Tar Heels winning also. I think they're going to have a big win against Virginia this weekend. I have them winning by 2 touchdowns, Tate.
Next game up, we have James Madison at Louisville. Louisville is coming off a dominant win against Wake Forest. That was a very, very good win. And I feel like they keep the trend going, getting a win against James Madison. Blake, who do you have?
Tate, I'm taking the underdog in this one. I'm taking James Madison in this game. Louisville has been up and down all season. You just don't know what you're going to get week in, week out. Give me James Madison with the underdog win.
Last game for the ACC, we have Wake Forest at NC State. The loser of this game should drop from the top 25 playoff pool, so that's going to hurt Clemson. But I think Wake Forest gets a bounce back win winning this game. Blake, who do you have?
Tate, in this game, I have NC State winning a close one at home. I think NC State defense steps up and gets the job done and prevails them with the win, Tate.
Heading into the Big 12 slate of games, first up we have a Battle of Texas. We have Texas Tech at Texas Christian University, also known as TCU. But I'm going to go with TCU winning this game. I like Duggins at QB. He's just very good this year, and TCU's offense won't be slowed down by Texas Tech's defense, so give me TCU. Blake, who do you have?
Tate, I also have TCU winning this game. The playoff rankings came out, and they were looking at a one-loss team ahead of them. I think TCU is going to show us they deserve to be ranked higher and have a big fashion blowout against Texas Tech.
Next up, we got the Baylor Bears, sick 'em, at Oklahoma Sooners. I picked against Baylor like the last 2 weeks, and now I'm starting to regret it. So I'm just going to pick the Baylor Bears in this one. It's a 50-50 game, but let's go Bears. Who do you have, Blake?
Tate, in this game, I agree with you. Blake Sharpen is going to have himself a game at Oklahoma. He's going to make the Oklahoma defense look silly. I got Baylor winning big in that one, Tate.
Last up for the Big 12, we have Oklahoma State at Kansas. Oklahoma State, what happened, man? You guys got absolutely smacked last week. Kansas, what happened? You lost Jalen Daniels and you forgot how to play football. But I'm going to go with Oklahoma State winning this one. Blake, who do you have?
These teams are both on a downward spiral right now. Kansas has lost 3 straight. Oklahoma State got shut out by Kansas State last week, 48-0. But in my opinion, I think Oklahoma State is going to be the team to get on track this week and bounce back and have a big win against Kansas.
There is no good game in the Pac-12 this week, in my opinion. But first up, we're going to go with Oregon and Colorado. Oregon wins big. Blake, who do you have?
Staying here, Tate, I feel like Oregon's going to have a big day, big one.
Last game in the Pac-12, we have Cal at USC. USC, I mean, without Addison, they haven't looked as good, but it's Cal. So USC is going to take this one at home. Blake, who do you have?
Tate, I agree with you there too. USC is going to have a strong performance at home against Cal. Give me USC.
Now we're entering our last conference for games. We have Florida at Texas A&M. Texas A&M's defense could slow down the Florida offense, but at the same time, I like Etienne and I like Richardson for Florida. So I'm going to go with the Gators winning this one. Blake, who do you have?
Tate, I agree with you there. I think Florida's going to have a good road win against Texas A&M. Texas A&M has fallen completely apart. They don't know who they are. Give me Florida by 2 touchdowns, Tate.
Next up, we have Liberty at Arkansas. Arkansas is severely disappointed this year, but at the end of the day, I do think they're a better team than Liberty. I'm going to go with the Razorbacks. Blake, who do you have?
Tate, don't underestimate this Liberty team. They are a sneaky, scary, low-class team. But I think they're going to play a close one, but end up getting beat by Arkansas. I just think KJ Jefferson's too good to be stopped by that Liberty defense. So I got Arkansas winning this one.
Next up, we have the Group of 5 game of the week. We have Central Florida at Memphis. Central Florida finally gets that win against Cincinnati this past week. And they're in terms of conference, them and Tulane are probably the best right now. So I'm going to go with Central Florida winning this, but I would not be shocked if Memphis somehow pulls this off. Blake, who do you have?
Tate, in this game, I have the home team winning. I think Memphis is going to pull it off and have a big game against UCF. Give me Memphis at home, Tate.
Going with the upset, Blake?
Yes, I am.
So instead of having a Pac-12 game of the week, I decided to have 2 SEC game of the weeks because how big they are in terms of the playoff. But first up, we have Alabama at LSU. LSU is overrated. Get them out of the top 10 in the college football playoff, man. I've been saying this all year. LSU is overrated. Give me Alabama. Blake, who you have?
LSU is overrated this year. I don't think they're the 10th best team in the country. I think Alabama's going to go down to LSU and put a beating on them they haven't felt all season. Give me Bama. Tate.
Next up, we have classless Michigan State Spartans at the Fighting Illini. Right now, Michigan State has 8 players suspended, and then that trial is crazy right now. But Illinois with Chase Brown, I feel like they get the win. Michigan State's offense is terrible. Illinois' defense is just as good as Michigan's right now. So give me the Fighting Illini. Blake, who do you have?
Tate, I agree with you there. Michigan State's whole team is in complete chaos right now. Illinois is going to have a big home win and show us that they're ready to fight for that Big Ten title.
Next up, we got the Big 12 game of the week. We have Texas at Kansas State. Kansas State is coming off a big win against Oklahoma State without their starting quarterback, Adrian Martinez. But Texas is going to get the win on the road here. Quinn Ewers has himself a day. Bijan Robinson runs all over him. Give me the Longhorns. Blake, who do you have?
Don't go there so fast, there, Tate. Kansas State beat Oklahoma State 48-0 with their backup quarterback in. Kansas State is gonna have a close game with Texas, but come out with a 6-point victory. Give me Kansas State, the Wildcats, at home, Tate.
Okay, Blake, I see you. ACC game of the week, we have Clemson at Notre Dame. Notre Dame has looked pretty solid these past 2 weeks, but they're going to lose this game in Notre Dame fashion, give the Notre Dame fan all them hope, and they're going to choke. But on the Clemson side of the ball, DJ is the starter right now, but if he plays bad at all this game, Cade Klubnik is going to come in, and he's going to be the starter for Clemson. But give me Clemson winning this one. Who do you have, Blake?
Tate, give me them Fighting Irish at home. Clemson is a great home team. It's hard to beat Clemson when they play at home. But when they go on the road, this is where national championship teams thrive. They are going to go to Notre Dame and not be able to move the ball at all. Give me Notre Dame 27, Clemson 13.
27-13. Now, it is time for the game of the week. Number 1, Tennessee. At number 3, Georgia. This is going to be a heck of a game. Hendon Hooker will not get the job done this week. Georgia's defense stops Hooker and stops that Tennessee offense. Mr. Mailman, Stetson Bennett, will get the job done for the Georgia Bulldogs. Give me them Bulldogs winning this game at home. Blake, who do you have?
Tate, I 100% agree with you there. Stetson Bennett is that guy, and he's going to take them Georgia Bulldogs to a big victory this weekend, Tate. Georgia by 10 against Tennessee.
I am shocked that we agreed on that, Blake. Comment down below who you have winning these game of the weeks. Make sure to comment down the Tennessee-Georgia game specifically because, hey, man, it's a 1 versus 3 matchup. We want to see who you got winning. But until next time, peace out, Go Show.
Go Show out.